welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013, and I am joined once again by one of Wise Take's finest DFS analysts, Mr. CashinDFS. You could find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. Cash, how you doing tonight, man?
Good. Well, you can call it good. Aaron Sanchez sucked.
You did.
But, like I tweeted, I'm not going to give up on him. I gave up on Faria, and look what he did to me.
Yeah. Well, Faria.
Giving up on Sanchez.
Faria,
I'll be back.
Faria was an interesting thing. Like I ended up playing a lot of Faria in tournaments, and it was something I kind of discovered on the Y stream earlier. I was just blowing through, and me and Cam first talked about the game. We were both like, not really on him. And then the lineup came out, and then I looked at it on the show, and I was like, oh my gosh, like Detroit just put out a minor league squad. It was really bad. I was like, this is bad. No, they were missing Martin and Miggy, and the whole complexity of the whole dynamic of the lineup just looked terrible. And so he ended up in my top threes, and on the Y stream, a guy that I wasn't even on just from looking at the lineup. I should have did the same damn thing with Greinke and Arrieta. I screwed up there in cash games today. I screwed that one up in cash games. But in tournaments, man, Morton, I know you played Morton too, right? I think that's what you said. Did you?
Yep.
You played some Morton. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Me and Cam went heavy on Morton and told everybody
I'm not
tournaments.
Yeah, I put an article. I'm not playing Rodriguez as the chalkiest pitcher on the slate. I'll pass.
Yeah. In cash games,
because he has control issues. He came out and had control issues.
Yeah, big time, man. It was rough, man. He literally couldn't throw a strike. There was like a minute in that first inning, he just couldn't throw a strike. Like, just watching him ball after ball after ball, and then I think it might have been a little wet too, so that could have something to do with it. But it's also the Royals, a team that's scrappy, don't strike out a lot. But Arrieta sucks, man. He sucks. I didn't want to play him at
all. Oh yeah, he had the second worst. He gets the second worst swinging strike rate on the slate.
Oh yeah, he was bad.
Second or third.
He was bad, but I thought he was going to be the popular cash game, dude. I really did, just because of Miami and they were missing Bohr. Erod was like Erod didn't really hurt in cash games because he was like 70-80% on the cash. Like he was like everybody went to him. But, the Greinke one hurt. But in GPPs, man, Morton and Faria did their thing for me, man. Morton was definitely a great call. He was my dude today. Made it up for me.
If I had Faria over Sanchez, I would win everything. I'm winning everything.
If you had Faria over Sanchez, Cash, you'd be rolling in that thing, boy. That's what you'd be doing right now.
I would definitely be doing that. I'm the only asshole at the top of tournaments with that asshole in the lineup, Sanchez.
Yeah.
Whatever. Move on to the day.
Yep, you're that guy, Cash. You're the guy all the way at the top with a pitcher who gave you an ass performance. But hey, man, at least you got something. You must have got the bats and shit. Right as hell, you played Morton, so it is what it is, man. We move on. We got a 14-game slate. We got plenty of opportunity here. A little too much opportunity here. 14-game slate opportunity here. Let's jump right in. First up, we got, I believe it's going to be, I better check this source, Chad Cole of the Pittsburgh Pirates visiting Mad Max Scherzer of the Washington Nationals. We have a ton of pitching on this slate. Looks like it's going to be like 80 degrees in Washington. I mean, it's the night before. We'll see if it holds up. But as of right now, it looks like it's going to be like 80 degrees. Interesting. What you got here, bro? First look.
How much is he? 12-7. Sales 12-4. Syndergaard 10-8. 11-7. Where is Kershaw? There he is, 11-9. He's going against Pittsburgh. Chris Sale's going against Atlanta. Kansas City.
Oh yeah, Sale, yeah.
I mean, I love Scherzer, of course. Pittsburgh does have some lefties though, but I mean, if he's on his game, he's on his game. He ain't touching him. This big park, yeah, Scherzer's probably he's gonna be one of the best. There's a bunch of them out there though. You can give me Scherzer for sure. 12-7, that's a steep price to pay. What is he on FanDuel? 11.5. He's the most expensive on FanDuel and the most expensive on DK. Chad Cool. Didn't Joe say this? What does he say? Like the sweet sounds of cool or some shit.
The smooth sounds of Chad. That's what he says. That's it.
I like Bryce Harper. I like Matt Adams. If he's able to get into a lineup today. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be touching in this game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't want to play any of these Pirates. We have a ton of great pitching, so I'm hoping. I don't think Scherzer's going to be the guy I end up hanging my hat on at the end of the day. I'll play him some in tournaments, but I don't think he's going to be the guy I hang my hat on because it's Pittsburgh, and so this don't. He just has even I think he's safe against them. I don't think he's going to get blown up. He just never does he hasn't done great against Pittsburgh in a little while. But I do like the Nationals lefties, absolutely. Matt Adams, hopefully he plays again. Bryce Harper, definitely. Chad Cole has a problem with lefties. He's got a little bit of a lefty issue. I'm with it. And it's going to be warm there, so the ball should carry a little bit. Moving on to the Tampa Bay Rays, sending out Chris Archer, visiting Matt Boyd, the lefty, from the Detroit Tigers. Total here is 8.5. Detroit is a plus 125 home underdog, which you got on your boy Archer.
Well, if Faria can do what he did, pretty sure Archer can do some work. Come on, load, you piece of shit. I mean, Archer's okay for sure. How much is he?
On DraftKings, he's 9.2.
I don't know. He's all right. I don't love him though. But you can't play Boyd. I wouldn't do that. How much is he?
Boyd is 5.7.
It's cheap. But no, I'll take Wilson Ramos if he's back. Didn't he miss today?
Yeah, I think so.
CK013 is super hot, so I could get on some of that action, and that's probably it. This is a massive slate. I'm not trying to go deep on bad plays.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. If this was a short slate, maybe I would try to finagle my way into convincing myself that Matt Boyd is interesting. But on this big of a slate, no. I think we'll find other options that are safer. The Rays are just too hot right now. I know even today they were getting shut out for most of the game, and in that last inning they kind of went off, got 3 home runs or something like that. I think Cron hit one, and then I forgot who else, but they put up some runs. I'm not ready to pick on him yet. Archer's okay. Doesn't do a ton for me. Let's see if Miggy's back in the lineup, if Leonis Martin's back in the lineup. That could change the dynamic a little bit. Don't know if he's going to see the exact same horrible lineup that Faria saw. But if they're putting out the regular lineup, if Detroit puts out the regular lineup, they haven't really been striking out a ton against righties this year. But I do think Archer is relatively safe. I don't really see them blowing him up. Just concerned about the strikeouts. But yeah, Archer's definitely an option for sure. Although we do know that he has much better numbers at home. For some reason, his strikeouts are just way better at home. Next game, we got Chase Anderson of the Milwaukee Brewers visiting Homer Bailey of the Philadelphia Phillies. Total here is 8. Miami is a minus 110 home favorite.
Milwaukee's playing the Phillies.
My bad. I said the wrong thing. Milwaukee playing the Reds. My bad. I combined 2 games together. That's what I did. It's Chase Anderson of the Milwaukee Brewers visiting Homer Bailey of the Cincinnati Reds. I was looking, I was like, hold up, man, this don't make no sense. Okay, the total here is 9.5, and Cincinnati is a plus 100 home underdog.
Man, what I want to say is that Milwaukee closer dude, oh my God. That guy is nasty. Mm-hmm. Did you see him today?
I didn't see him personally, but I did see all the notifications that he did work. I kept getting notified about how great he was.
He faced 8 batters. He faced 8 batters. He struck out all 8 of them.
Yeah.
That dude is good. If they're gonna let him pitch 2 innings or more to close, I'll pitch him on DK. I don't got no. I'm not scared. If he's gonna go out and strike every single batter he faces out, if they let him close, I gotta look in if they're letting him pitch 2 innings to close 2 innings often, because if he's gonna strike out 6 guys for no price and no ownership, you can give me that. It's better than Aaron Sanchez, and it's sorry, but nah, that's something I will do. If there's a slate that's bad pitching, I will go find me a reliever that I think is gonna get into the game on DK. But here, I don't know, man. I like the bats again. I don't think that's going to be a surprise to anyone. I think Homer Bailey blows.
Mm-hmm.
I could play all of them guys up there. I like the other side as well against Chase Anderson, but I like Milwaukee much more than I like the Reds today. It was the opposite yesterday. I love both of them pretty much the same, though.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I've seen a pretty significant decline in the performance of Chase Anderson. Hopefully the Reds put out their better lineup today. I didn't like the lineup. They did all right, but I didn't like the lineup they put out today. They had Duval was out of there, and Jeanette sat, so we'll see what they do here against Chase Anderson. But I do like the bats, definitely. Definitely want to play me some bats, especially against Homer Bailey. Really want to attack that dude here. Going to be about 77 degrees, starting to warm up across the country, it looks like, which is exciting for them bats. So yeah, I think
what was the extreme? There was some wind here?
No wind. I was just saying it's 77 degrees, so it's nice to see it starting to warm up across the country. You know what I'm saying? If there was wind here, forget about it, man. But yeah, I still like the bats here regardless. Next game, Zach Eflin. Oh, God, Zach Eflin of the Philadelphia Phillies visiting Yarlin Garcia, the lefty from the Miami Marlins. Total here is 8, and Miami is a slight minus 110 home favorite.
Don't want Eflin. Garcia. Garcia. I don't know. Maybe as SP2. You want to get freaky. Where is he at? There he is. Hold on. Let me look at this guy real quick. Just look at a little something. Okay, percentage. No, I could get down with some of that. He's only 4.9. I think I could get down with some of that action. I think I'll be looking into this guy. And on the other side, Justin Bohr, if he's back, do you know what's wrong with him?
No.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I want.
Man, I was trying to look up this asshole. He broke my computer. Yarlin Garcia just broke my computer. Just froze everything up. I gotta X everything out now because of this asshole. The last time I told everybody he was getting lucky, and his numbers still indicate that he is getting lucky. But the last time I said that, he went out there and he shut down the Dodgers. The Dodgers are terrible against lefties. We know that. The Phillies, I would think that they're going to be pretty good against righties. I mean, I got to look at the stats. I don't have it in front of me because Yarlin Garcia broke my computer. But I would assume that Rhys Hoskins, like Franco, like they, Altair, they got some decent hitting righties. So I would assume that they could
Altair,
get.
I would have put Altair in that category. He sucks, but he does have some power.
But he can hit lefties though. He sucks. He does, but he can hit lefties.
Yeah, he does have power.
He does. He has power.
Franco hit one today, but Rice would be the only guy I'd be worried about.
Right.
I mean, you could worry about Franco too, but I could see Franco striking out 3 times.
I mean, it's the Phillies. Like, come on, it's the Phillies. You got to give them a break. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not that great of a team. So, like, yeah, absolutely. On most teams, we wouldn't worry about like Altairs or Francos, but on this team, those are the guys that are going to do it. It's going to be Rhys Hoskins, and it's going to be like some of those guys. But Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta think that he's gonna get. I gotta think he's gonna get bombed this time, man. I think the only reason he escaped was because the Dodgers, like, it was more so the Dodgers sucking. So I think I might be willing to go back to that well. The only thing I don't like is the game is in Miami. If the game was in Philly, I would definitely be attacking this dude.
Well, yeah, it's a different story then.
Right.
Then I might not pitch him, but I might be pitching this dude today. Like,
No, I get
on
it.
the season this year,
I get it.
the Phillies only got a 317 WOBA,
Yeah.
a 132 ISO.
Yeah. They haven't been very good.
I mean,
and they strike out a lot, man. They do. They do strike out a lot. You know?
Yeah, they got a 25% K rate,
Yeah.
11.8 swing and strike rate against righties.
Yeah.
I mean, lefties.
Yeah. No. It's true. That's true. I just look at Yarlin Garcia's numbers, and it just goes against everything that is natural for me. Like, but like, you know what though? Like, maybe his luck's just not ready to run out. That's the, like, it'll happen. Just maybe this isn't the spot. Like, that's the bottom line. That's what I should have said.
4.9.
And he's 4.9. That's what I should have said when he was against the Dodgers. But I didn't say that. But yeah, he is extremely cheap against the bad Phillies team.
He's the third cheapest.
Yeah.
Only Bailey and Shields are cheaper.
Zach Eflin.
Oh no, and Cobb too.
Zach Eflin is like supposed to suck, but then I remember him coming out of the minors last year out of nowhere and having like a couple good starts, and I just couldn't figure it out. I still think he sucks though. I'm pretty sure he sucks. So I may actually have to play some of these Marlins, but I don't know. It's hard because you go, I'm gonna play the Marlins, but which ones? Who do you really want to play? You look at that, it's ugly as hell. It's just ugh. Never mind.
The only one I want to play is Bohr.
Yeah, maybe Bohr. But honestly, on a 14-game slate, I can't. I just don't think I want to. You know, they did put up a lot of runs today.
If Bohr's healthy, I don't know if he's hurt or why he keeps missing, but if he's healthy,
I don't know what the injury is, but he is hurt.
Yeah,
I know that.
As long as it's not a wrist or something, I could play him for sure. I could play any guy that has double dong upside is going to be 3% on or less.
Double dongs, it's a way of life. Pollock went at 3 today.
Yeah, no shit. He just dropped my money.
Yes, he did. Dropped mine too. Yeah. Anyway, next game we got Jake Junis of the Kansas City Royals visiting Chris Sale of your Boston Red Sox. I don't got the total because, again, Yarlin Garcia broke my damn computer. But I do know that the Red Sox are a minus 290 home favorite. What you got here?
It's Junis again, huh?
It's Junis again.
Love this guy. Got rocked last game, but I don't give a damn. That makes me not like the Red Sox as much. And every time Chris Sale's on the mound, I don't want to play the Red Sox because last year I just remember constantly them putting up 0 runs, 1 run, and Sale not getting wins because they can't put up a run. It's the same thing with the Dodgers and Kershaw. I don't know what it is, but when these aces get on the mound, they're not going to score no runs. Like, oh, we're going to get the win. We just need 1 run. And they end up getting none. But you could always stack Boston, and they're a stack every day this year. You could stack them. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. But if I did do it, it would be with Martinez. Betts should be back today since he was available off the bench, whatever that meant. You should have put him in the DH. And Ramirez, Bradley Jr., Moreland, those would probably be my dudes. I don't know if I want Ben Benintendi, but those 5.
I think Sale has a decent chance in this game at going like complete game shutout. I think he's got a shot here. And the reason I say that is because
you don't think Max has that shot?
I think it's definitely possible. I guess if I'm going to say this about Sale, I do think I would have to say it about Scherzer. But the thing about Scherzer is like he has a tendency, like when there's a lot of lefties in the lineup, he has a tendency to get his pitch count up because he struggles with foul balls a little bit. Like he'll get that strikeout eventually, but his pitch count is usually up. So I can see Scherzer going like 8, like 7, 8. But you're right, they both have the potential to do it. But because it's the same kind of matchup, right? It's like both of these teams, Pittsburgh and Kansas City, they don't strike out a ton, but at the same time, they're not really bombers. So what you can see from good pitchers is a lot of like contact, like more contact than usual. So maybe Scherzer can't get or Sale, these guys can't get like 12 strikeouts in 6 innings against these teams. But if they get to go 9 innings, then yeah, they're probably going to end up with 10 or 12 strikeouts because, just a lot of at bats. So yeah, I think you're right. They do.
I mean, and the thing you could say about both of them is that they will surrender power. Mm-hmm. Most aces will surrender power because, especially an ace like Scherzer, that's just blowing it by you.
That's his thing.
You know what I'm saying? So you just get the barrel on it, and it's gonna go. So while there's not many bats that I want against Max for Pittsburgh, there is 2 bats that I could go with for Kansas City, and that's Soler and Perez. Not Moose today. Not a Moose, not a lefty, and not with this lefty on the mound. I love to attack Moose with lefties, and I think he's not going to play anyways. But Soler and Perez will be the 2 bats if I was fading Sale for my leverage that I could use.
Yeah, I could see Perez doing it. I definitely could. Soler has been horrible, but he's supposed to be able to hit lefties. Supposed to.
Oh, he got power. That's all I care about.
He's supposed to have power. Have you seen that power this year?
Oh, no, he's got power.
Have you seen it this year?
Oh, man. He's got a couple home runs, and I missed him.
Let me know when you find it. I'm still looking. I've been looking for a while now. Soler, where your power at, bro? Power. Where your power at, bro?
You got power.
Yeah, you got to show it.
You got a 209 ISO against lefties.
This season?
The last 2 years.
Okay.
2 years.
No.
Last 2 years.
I know that. But what I'm saying is he's got to show me he's got it this year. Like, he's been ice cold.
Bruh,
he's been disappointing.
Dude hit like 8 or 9 home runs in spring. He's got power.
I know he's got power. I'm saying he hasn't shown us that power. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
I think he only has 2 home runs.
Show it. Yeah. He's got to do it. I know he could do it. You know how many times I played this asshole against a lefty this year, expecting home runs, thinking I'm slick, and he made me look stupid as hell? He did it for the Cubs last year. He did. I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it. Bastard. But yeah, the Red Sox, man, I would love to take him against Junis because I looked at Junis' numbers and he seems like I know I was the one that said he was decent. I think he's decent, but he is decent. He is decent, but he was getting a little lucky too. He was getting that last game where he got bombed. He was kind of due for that. Yeah, but like you said, for some reason the Red Sox just kind of take it easy when Chris Sale's out there. They're just like, we're good. We're just kind of chill and Chris Sale keep us in the game. So good. I don't know, but they definitely seem to not give him the run support. Moving on, here we go. Sean Newcomb, the lefty from the Atlanta Braves, visiting Noah Syndergaard, a.k.a. Thor, of my New York Mets. I do got the game totals back. You know that Boston total is actually 8. I thought that was kind of high, considering it's Chris Sale. But this Mets total, 7.5.
That means they must think Boston's going to score a lot.
Yes, that's what I would assume. That like maybe they think Junis is going to regress a little bit. Boston's going to do the thing. But I mean, they have been hot, so... Sean Newcomb, lefty from the Braves, visiting Noah Syndergaard by Mets. 7.5 is the total. The Mets are favored by -180. Talk to me about my boys.
Well, you already know what it is. I'm not going to be playing Noah Syndergaard against Atlanta because that's not what I do. I will never play no ace righty against Atlanta, ever, ever, ever. I don't care what it is, what situation it is. It will never happen. I will pass on that. But my dude Newcomb, I could definitely go there. Any lefty. I went with Luch against them, and Newcomb is better. So you can give me Newcomb.
Luch is good, though.
All day.
I mean, you think Luch
he is good.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was on him since day one.
I like that kid, Luch.
And he is good. And he's going to be good. But right now, Newcomb is better. And yes, sir. How much is he? Let's see. Where are you at, bro? 7.6. Yeah. Please. Give me that. Yeah. Yes, I like Newcomb. The question is, how many Mets is he going to K today? Yeah. The same question I asked you for Luch. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be 8. It's going to be 9.
Yeah, I'll play the game, man. I got the same take. I'm not really on Thor. There's just too many other good options. I don't like picking on Atlanta. And, yeah, the Mets strike out against lefties. It's true. I played a ton of Lucchesi against them the other day. I mean, it's I kind of like knowing how my team works. I kind of like that. It gives me some comfort. So, yeah, I do expect him to struggle a little bit. I expect Newcomb to be a very good option. And, I mean, he's too cheap on DraftKings for this matchup. Newcomb, he's just too cheap. Huge ballpark like upgrade here, going to Citi Field, 75 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. I think Newcomb's going to do really well. I do. He's the only thing I really like from this game. I mean, don't get me wrong, man.
400
Braves, bro. Like Ozzy Albies, man. That guy is good, man. That guy is so good. I love that dude. That dude is awesome. Dude, like
the Braves are coming up.
They're coming up. They are. They are.
But Newcomb has a 153 ISO against righties with only a one home run per 9, and that's with 421 plate appearances.
Yep, I'm with it, man. I'm on the.
And it's in New York too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a big park
upgrade.
Yep. And on top of that, the Mets just got all the way back from the West Coast. They just had they just got them playing the Padres and shit. They had one day off, and a lot of times we see teams when they have those long kind of trips, it takes them a couple games to kind of get going. So I love Newcomb tomorrow, man. I do.
I haven't looked at the whole slate, but I can promise you, Newcomb will be on the short list.
A good play is a good play, no matter how big the slate is. Like Newcomb is not a guy that you're like, oh, if it's a small slate, if there's no other options. Newcomb is a guy like he's legit. He's legit. Like, oh, you see Newcomb, you're gonna like Newcomb. You're gonna like Newcomb. You know what I mean?
Kid is good.
He is good. Next game, we got John Gray of the Colorado Rockies visiting Kyle Hendricks of the Chicago Cubs. Looks like we do have more wind. Obviously, there's no total while we wait until tomorrow. Vegas needs to see exactly what's going on with that wind out there in the windy city. But I do know that Chicago is a minus 163 home favorite, and it does look like there are 16-mile-per-hour winds projected to blow out to left center. What you got here?
How'd that chalk work out for everybody today? Really pissed me off that Scooter was out of the lineup because then I got that bias chalk 0 on my team. Well, whatever. That's the only bad I had there. I hope the wind picks up even more. Pick up again, because I don't want it. I could go against Gray, but I'll probably just stay away. I'll stay away from that wind chalk and hopefully it busts again. I don't want nothing.
Yeah, me too, man. I don't think I want too much. I mean, there's so many games.
Schwarber, Rizzo, Baez, maybe.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, like, I wouldn't mind going back to the same guys that burned everybody today. Like, I wouldn't mind going back. So it's for, like, what's it called? Game theory play. It's Sean Gray, so a lot of people respect him. But he's away from cores. Like, I don't know. This game is like,
wow.
I'll play some of it, but I'm not going to
I forgot about my dude. Ooh, Hap and Schwarber would be my favorite plays here.
If Hap makes the lineup, I don't know what the hell's wrong with these Cubs. I don't know why they don't be playing the dude, man. They played him today.
They want to play. They want to play. Sorry ass, terrible. What's his face? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, man.
That guy. I can't stand that guy.
I know what I stand.
He sucks.
You got Albert Almora in there, man. What's up? Albert Almora and Jason Hayward. What's up? Ian Happ. Come on now. Get it together, Cubs. But yeah, this game should be pretty popular, even on a 14-game slate, because of that wind. And I'll have some exposure, but I don't think I'm going to go over the top. If I get the impression that nobody's going to go there because they all got burnt, then I'll definitely go back. But I would assume that people are still going to say, nah, I'm going to treat this like cores, and I'm going to go after this. But it is a 14-game slate, so we'll see. But that's an ownership call. If there's no ownership, I want it. If there's ownership, I don't want it.
I mean, Hendricks was very good last game, but dude just does not miss bats.
Yeah, agreed. Jordan Montgomery, the lefty from Paulie D's New York Yankees, visiting Justin Verlander of the Houston Astros. Total here is 8. Houston is a minus 170 home favorite. What are you doing with JV?
I definitely think he's viable for sure, but maybe people tried to go here because Morton just absolutely dominated them. Do you believe me now that Morton is not the Morton of the last game, but he's more like Morton of the first few games of the year?
Oh yeah, bro. I was with you. I was just mad. I got a little bit of a temper.
Yeah, no,
dude losing money, I get mad at him.
He didn't have no control that game either. He's kind of like E-Rod today. He just couldn't throw a strike.
Well, yeah, that's true, but he also had his ump was squeezing him too. Like he was getting squeezed, man. He was getting squeezed. Like Otani
Yeah,
did too.
for
It was
sure.
called both ways, but still, he was getting squeezed that game. But yeah, I
But
Martin is good.
do you think like maybe people jump on the Verlander? I mean, there's a little savings there. I mean, not much, but there's a little savings, and they watch Morton just completely dominate this lineup. Maybe, like, I don't think Verlander. Oh, no, it's such a huge slate. It's hard. It's hard for me to say. I don't think Verlander is going to be less owned, or more. He's going to be less owned than Morton was today. I don't know. I mean, he's a good option,
call,
but
it's a tough call. Scherzer and Sale and Kershaw and Verlander. Like, I think we're going to see a pretty even distribution.
I do too. Damn. Like if I knew like if somebody just mapped it out for me, they just gave me the future and said Verlander was going to be 3% owned, while these other guys is 20% owned.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I would. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would just let's go. But I don't think so. I think it's gonna be pretty close.
Right.
At least right now, that's how I feel.
Right. I agree.
So I mean, it's an option, but I don't know if I'll be going now.
Right.
And on the other side, who is pitching for the Yankees?
Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery, the lefty.
Yeah.
I mean, Houston's okay. I don't really like attacking Houston right now. Kind of suck. They got Gray today, and they barely did nothing. Gray was terrible, but Gray did have he didn't have Sanchez calling the game. Sanchez is one of the worst catchers in baseball. Just let me put that out there. Sanchez cannot call a game for his life. If Sanchez is behind the mound, it makes me like the other bats way more than I do if Romine is behind the plate. But yeah, I don't think I'll be going to Houston today.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Maybe like George Springer one-off or something, but Houston is weird, man. They kind of suck against lefties. Like, they don't strike out against lefties, but they kind of suck against lefties. Like, they're just not as good. They're like Boston. You expect them to be able to smash lefties, and like they don't strike out. They're really good hitters, but for some reason they just don't hit as well against lefties. So I don't want any Montgomery, but what's that? More?
I was about to say Montgomery doesn't give up major power to righties.
Right. I don't really want to pick on him anyway, but yeah, Houston is just a team I don't really take against lefties. Like, it's got to be a really bad lefty for me to want to take Houston against them on a 14-game slate. And JV, I'm on the fence with, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I know that he's got really good history against the Yankees. His last year, he put up a 47 on DraftKings against these guys. Like, he balls out. But I do think that maybe, I do think it's going to be even distribution, but I think Verlander maybe would have been a lower owned option if Morton did not do what he just did, So we'll have to dig in on that tomorrow. But he's obviously, like you said, he is a good option. Marco Estrada, the Toronto Blue Jays, visiting Kyle Gibson of the Minnesota Twins. Total here is 9.5. And the Twins are minus 135. Home favorites. What you got?
Let me see. Estrada. Oh, wow. Estrada is giving up some home runs, isn't he? Ooh-wee. It's going to be hot here again? What's the temperature? It's going to be hot again? It's going to be like 80 degrees again?
61. It's going to be, it's not cold, but it's not hot anymore, no.
Yeah, but it was hot today.
I know it was. It was nice. They almost bailed me out, man. Toronto almost bailed me out of my night, man. They really did, but if it wasn't for them, I'd be losing huge tonight. Luckily, I wanted some of my money back because of those dudes in tournaments.
I like Minnesota some here just because Estrada. I mean, he's a fly ball guy. Let me see. One of the biggest fly ball guys. I don't know, man. He's giving up home runs for sure this year. I think that Minnesota is a good option today. And on the other side, I don't believe I want Toronto today. But if I did, it would be Smoke, Granderson, and Solarte.
Yeah, man. Toronto has been hot. Solarte, Pilar, Hernandez, even Russell Martin got a home run today. You know something's funky when Russell Martin's hitting home runs. You know there's something just going around in that locker room. But yeah, man, I don't know. I want to play the Twins against Estrada, but Estrada does have really good history against these guys, and he's really cheap at 6'2". Like, I'm tempted. I think the same reason that you were tempted with Aaron Sanchez, I'm kind of tempted with Estrada. But I don't think I could do it, man. He's just been so bad. He's just been giving up like a ton of runs, man. We know he's a fly ball guy. It's like, it's tough.
I did it with Sanchez because I think he's talented. I don't feel the same way about Estrada.
Right. No, there's a difference for sure. One thing I will say about Estrada is I know that his best pitch is his changeup. So yeah, he's a reverse splits guy. At least last season.
Yeah, I like Dozier and Sano.
Yeah. And like, here's the thing: if Sano doesn't play, Minnesota's going to throw a ton of lefties out there against him. So I think it's interesting. Like, I know that ideally you don't want to look at a bunch of lefties and say, "Oh yeah," but he's got reverse splits, and the reason is because his best pitch is his changeup, and it's more effective against lefties away, down and away from the plate. So maybe there's something to look at here. I'd like to play Toronto, but Kyle Gibson was like an ace for him, bro. He was in God mode. Did you see him against the Yankees, Kyle Gibson? Was it Kyle Gibson? I'm pretty sure it was Kyle Gibson.
His last game.
Was it against the Yankees? Where he had a nasty curveball? Yeah, it was against the Yankees, dude. 6 innings, 10 strikeouts.
That was on Friday, right?
Yes, or something like that.
Yeah. He had a no-hitter going through.
Dealing. I mean, he was dealing. He was just, I don't know what got into him. I do not expect that to happen today. I do not expect him to have that same stuff. He had a crazy-ass curveball that was just filthy. It was filthy. I don't think it's going to happen today, but he does have me a little shook to attack him right now. Not going to lie. He's got me a little hesitant to pull the trigger on attacking him. But, we'll see. It's interesting. But yeah, so this is an interesting spot that I'm definitely going to want to dig on tomorrow because I think you want to take here. I think you do want a solid take here. Moving on to the next, we've got James Big Game Shields, of the Chicago White Sox, visiting Michael Waka Flocka of the St. Louis Cardinals. Total here is 9. Damn, that's a high total for this game. St. Louis is a minus 230 home favorite. Going to be about 73 degrees, 50% humidity. So it's finally starting to warm up a little bit, man. Maybe the spring is finally here in America. We finally have spring. Because this weather we were having before was
it's been hot. It's been hot here for a minute.
Y'all got one season. I don't want to hear that. You guys down there got one season. It's not even called summer. It's just called hot. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's about to get real hot. It sucks. I like St. Louis. I mean, I don't think that's going to be no under the radar play. But yeah, Carpenter and Fowler and Pham, DeJong, Jerko, Jose Martinez, all of them. Just give me Molina, all of them. Everybody except Ozuna. I like every bat in St. Louis's lineup except Ozuna. And on the other side, probably not. I'll probably pass. But what's his name? Moncada. I could do that. Davison has power against everybody, but he could also strike out against Waka, which Waka sucks. But Moncada would probably be my only bet over there, unless I went to Abreu.
Yeah, man. I think the Cardinals' offense definitely in play here, and Waka, it sounds like you might look at him and say, "Oh, yeah, it sounds good against the White Sox," but I don't think he's very good. I mean, I think it's okay, but I think the total in this game is ridiculously high, and I think that while I do think the Cardinals should beat up on James Shields, I also think that if it's going to go over that total, I think the White Sox are going to have to put up some runs. So I don't know exactly how much upside is actually in Waka right now, especially at 8K. If he was cheaper, I'd definitely have some interest. Paying 8K for him, It's like, you're AK, dude. I'm trying. There's Sale, there's Kershaw, there's Thor, there's all these dudes. What am I going to do with an AK pitcher? Like, what the hell am I going to do?
Waka is 8. He is 8K. Oh, my God.
What am I
No, don't
with an
play
AK
that.
pitcher on DraftKings? What am I going to do with that? Nothing. What can I do with that? There's
I
nothing
could
I
name
can do
you.
with that.
I could name you 15 pitchers right now. I'd rather pitch over Waka. That's cheap.
I'm saying, and like that's what we need, right? We need cheap guys. We're looking for cheap dudes. AK does us nothing. Even against the White Sox, does mean nothing. You know what I mean? And I agree. I agree. I don't think Walker's that good anyway. Next game, Clayton Kershaw of the Los Angeles Dodgers visiting. Oh, last time I made fun of this dude, he balled out. Matt. I gotta say his name because last time everybody thought I was saying a different word. So let me say the guy's name, Matt Koch. I call him the Koch sucker. Yeah, everybody thought I was saying that, and they were all like, "What?" And I was like, "No, man, Matt Koch, the Koch sucker." I said, "Koch sucker," but you just said it like nothing. So who cares? Fuck it. Whatever.
Hey man, that's his name. His name's Koch. What can I say?
It's true. It's all about how you pronounce his name. That's just how Cash pronounces his name. He ain't saying nothing wrong. It's just. You know? But anyway, total here is 7.5. Arizona plus 175. Home underdog. What you doing with Kershaw, man? Is he done to you? Is he done to you?
I mean, I haven't played him. I faded him almost every game last year, except like twice. And there was one time, if I pitched, who was it? It was one of your pitchers in San Francisco. I think it was DeGrom. If it was DeGrom, whatever, he totally screwed me. It was in the same situation against the same Diamondbacks, too. He sucked, and I finished like 5th in the Monster, and it should have been 1st. And I just never play him. The difference is this year is that he's been low owned. So that makes me kind of want to play him, but no, I'm not playing Clayton Kershaw here. There's no way. If he goes out and puts up a 45, then whatever, I'll move on. I don't play Clayton Kershaw. I will continue not to play him. Because, to be perfectly honest with you, I think Clayton Kershaw sucks. And that's not compared to James Shields, but that's compared to Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw sucks compared to his old self. That's point blank, period. Clayton Kershaw is no longer Clayton Kershaw. But I like the other side against the K-Man. Matt, yeah, that's his name. Grandal, Bellinger, Jock Peterson, please make the lineup. I could even play Utley against him. I like that. I like the lefties over there for sure. Nick, man, I love you, bruh. But I don't. If I'm playing them, I'm not going to play Pollock off of 3 home runs, which maybe I should, but it'd probably only be Goldie, and that's it. But I'm probably not doing that either. I'll just stay away and watch Clayton Kershaw suck from afar.
You know, Kershaw is the one whose ownership I'm very curious to see. Because he's had 2 games.
Minuscule. It's going to be low.
If that's the case, I got to go back. I mean, earlier this season, he put up a 40.55 on DraftKings against the Diamondbacks. I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong. That was in LA. And before that, he played these guys in Arizona, and he did not do so hot. But just for the simple fact that it's like we're talking about Scherzer against Pittsburgh, a team that really don't strike out, a team with a lot of lefties. We're talking about Sale against the Royals, a team that don't really strike out. Like a lot of these guys, and then you got Verlander against the Yankees. They strike out, but it's the Yankees. They can go off at any day or any minute. Like he's the one that's got he's got just as good as matchup as anybody. It's just he's been so bad. And like I haven't played Kershaw. I've been from gate. From the first time I saw him pitch this year. Like I don't even think I caught that Arizona game where he did well because I was like, no, I'm not playing Kershaw. I'm just not doing it. And like it's been working out, but I might be like I think I'm falling into like a little bit of a I'm like reminiscing on good old times with Mr. Clayton Kershaw, and it's like it's got me feeling nostalgic. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing from him. It's just anybody against Arizona, just knowing that Kershaw's ownership is going to be lower than like 40%. You know, like it just creeps in the back of your mind. Like, what if I can get Kershaw at? You know what I mean?
I can see. I think it's going to be lower than 10.
Right. I agree. And so, like, anytime that happens, I can't help but think, like, man, so I could be like one of the only dudes in this tournament with Clayton Kershaw. It's just he's been bad, man. Like, there's a reason nobody's playing him. He's been bad. It's tough. Not playing the cocksucker though. Although I will say,
when we say bad, we don't mean bad as if he's just terrible. It's just bad for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It's just bad.
Good point. It's not. I mean, he's still better than a lot of other pitchers out there. Obviously, it's just he's not Clayton. He's not pitching like Clayton Kershaw. That's all we mean. But his price is down. The ownership might not be there. Arizona strikes out a lot. Tough decision indeed. Tough decision indeed tomorrow. Corey Seager's gone. Oh, what a blow to the Dodgers, man. What a huge blow. That just sucks.
They're done, man. Like they're done. And I still think they could make the playoffs, but as far as winning, it's over. Like it's not happening. Yeah. They're not winning the World Series.
Yeah. I mean, they look like Dookie anyway. And the lineup they put out today without Puig and everything, man, they just did not look good. I think we got like 10 Ks or something like that. Just didn't look good.
They need Turner. They need Turner so bad.
In the worst way, they do. I need Turner back. The Dodgers are killing
me. Me too.
I need Turner back. You know what I mean?
While I love Grant Dolph, Turner is by far my favorite Dodger.
Yeah. Something about
and Grant Dolph's right there.
You know, he can hit. He's obviously
I love
Alex Cobb of the Baltimore Orioles. This should be fun. Alex Cobb of the Baltimore Orioles visiting Nick Trapiano of the Los Angeles Angels. Total here is 9, and the Angels are at minus 175, home favorite. What are you doing with Mr. Alex Cohen on that Cobb?
Oh, my Lord. Well, I, for one, love to attack these Orioles with righties. But Trapiano, I don't know. And Cobb, oh my Lord Jesus. This guy has a 5.3 swinging strike rate with a 6% K percentage. Let me just say, you have to love the Angels today. Dude is giving up 2.3 home runs per 9 this year. His ERA is 13. His BABIP is 482. Oof. What, you want a positive for Alex Cobb? He has a 46%. He has a 46% ground ball rate. That's the positive. Yeah. Other than that, it's a whole bunch of just ugliness. Mm-hmm. Oh no, there's something else. There's another positive. Oh, yeah? He has a 4.5% walk rate. Mm-hmm. That's a positive.
That's a real positive. He's walking 4 guys per 9 innings. Oh, you said 4%.
This guy. Yeah, 4%.
Oh, okay, that is very low. I mean, I guess why walk somebody? They'd rather just crush the ball. Hey, like they're not giving you an opportunity.
When you're looking at Alex Cobb, you got to find anything you can find.
You got to find something.
Guy blows.
He does.
He has a 15% soft contact.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as. Ow! Look at this Suarez guy. Oh, but he only pitched 5 innings. Yeah, no, you stack them up. Like you can stack these guys up for sure.
Yes.
They should be pretty freaking popular, though.
Yes. Yeah, I love the Angels. Expect them to be popular, but it's a big slate. There's a few good spots we talked about. So the Chicago game with the wind blowing out. So I got to feel out the ownership. We got the what is it? Boston on the slate too. We got some good options. So we'll see. But yeah, I love the. Mike Trout 7 for 12, 2 homers. Stolen base. Albert Pujols 7 for 12. I expect the Angels to do work here against Alex.
Where's you Trapiano?
I got interest in this dude. I think, man.
You do.
I think so. His price is 6.4.
Look, bro. You can have that. I don't want that.
What do you see in the show like, man?
Nah. Versus lefties, he has a 388. I mean, this is small sample size. It's only 31 batters lefties, 40 batters righties, but a 388 WOBA, a 133 ISO.
Well,
1.2 home runs
let
per
me just
nine.
say this though, for the man. Okay, so his first game of the year this season was against Kansas City. He went 6 2/3, 6 strikeouts. Kansas City, right? He had a good game, 26.2. He was 5.5 that day. His next two games were against Boston and Houston. So I mean, give the man a little bit of a break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going against some tough competition, and now it's Baltimore. Baltimore away from Baltimore. Baltimore in a pitcher's park. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, this is in LA?
This is in LA.
Damn. Damn it. I thought this was in Baltimore.
No.
Shoot.
No. It's in LA. I'm with you. If this was in Baltimore, I wouldn't even be thinking about this kid. Like, I'm with you there. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna stack him up.
I'm still gonna play the Angels.
But yeah, I stacked against him that first game when he was chalk against Kansas City.
Yeah.
Coming off of I believe he was coming off of Tommy John.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stacked the hell out against him, man, and that did not work good for me. That was not good for me that day. I really wanted to go through my TV on that guy, but I don't believe in him. I will stack against him, but here I don't want to. In Baltimore, I was just about to say I'm playing the Orioles today, but in LA, I don't know. I don't like it as much. I mean, against righties, he's much worse. As well, not much worse. The home runs are worse, and the ISO is definitely worse.
No, I hear you, bro. Hold on. Go answer a tweet. Dude, hit me a Twitter machine right quick. Yeah, man, like, you know what it is? It's like on DraftKings, I'm looking for cheap guys, and he's one of them, and he's in a decent matchup. And Baltimore's only projected for 3.9 runs. They strike out a lot, and I think Trop does have K upside. I think that he's just had some tough matchups, and because, like, I'm gonna play one of them dudes, Kershaw. Not Kershaw. I don't know why he was the first name I thought of. Scherzer, one of them dudes. I'm gonna play one of them expensive dudes. I'm gonna need some cheap dudes to pair with him, and right now. There's only been like a couple that I've been interested in, so I just gotta add Nick to the list, man. I gotta add him to the list. You know, it's a big.
Yeah,
big,
I mean
big,
they're striking. I definitely like righties against Baltimore. That's for sure. I've been attacking it all year.
Right.
They have a low hard contact. They have a high K percentage against righties.
Right. Yes.
The contact rate is. I mean, they're just really bad against righties this year so far.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
But I don't think this is my guy.
All right, DJ J Star. Oh, J Star, that's you. Okay. Yeah. Got a tweet from one of our Wise Takes, one of our Wise Take Nation members, J Star, DJ J Star, saying he wanted to ask me to give him a shout out on the live show for being the highest hour on the night. It looks like he finished 41st in the knuckleball on DraftKings. Got won himself $200. All right, I see you. See you, bro. Nice job, man. Ripping the hours, repping the nation. But yeah, I'm with you, man. Anything else on this game, or should we move on to the next?
That's it.
Andrew Triggs of the Oakland Athletics visiting Felix Hernandez, the man formerly known as King Felix. Total here is 8.5. Seattle a minus 115 home favorite. What are you doing with the man formerly known as King Felix?
They're playing Oakland, right?
Yes.
Well, being that I think Felix really sucks, I like Oakland. It's in Seattle, correct?
Correct.
I mean, Oakland's ballpark sucks too, so they can hit out of there, they can hit out of here. Olsen, Joyce, Chris Davis, Chapman, Jed Lowry, my dude, all of them. I can even get on some Pinder action, even though he's only going to have 2 at-bats, and then go to the bench. If he even starts. He probably won't even start. Like, he probably won't even start, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
And then, what do I want on the other side? Probably nothing. I don't think I want anything on the other side. I think I'll pass today.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the ideal spot. I mean, you couldn't play a lot of these guys. It's just you're going to be playing these guys over other guys that I think we like better, right? Like, it's like, I don't mind Seattle against Triggs. It's just if I'm playing Seattle, then that means I'm not playing some of the other teams that I talked about that I like, and I prefer to play those guys. Felix, I'll consider him. I will consider him because he's got really good
You're gonna
history.
consider pitching him?
Only because he's got really good history against Oakland, man. Like even earlier this year, he put up a 20. The dude's 6'6". You know what I'm saying? He struck out last year. He went last year, which he was still bad last year, but for some reason, he's always pitched well against Oakland. I mean, his game logs last year, he went. He put up a 30.5. He put up a 17.1. And then this year, earlier this year, April 15th, he put up a 20.05. Like, I would take any one of those scores on DraftKings at 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it.
I understand. I know. Hey, listen, do you think I feel good saying this? I don't feel good talking about, bro. It don't feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel dirty inside, man. Now I need a shower. I need another shower, man. You know how many showers I take a day? Ask Paulie D how many showers I take a day. And now I need another one because I just had to talk about King Felix. I'm with you. I still think the ace bats are in play too, though. I do. Matt Olson.
Yeah, all five. Olson, Joyce, Davis, Chapman, Lowry.
Yeah.
Those is the five.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because like Oakland's just been like, it seems like they've just been a lot better against lefties this season as a team. You know? I guess it makes sense. They do have a lot of righties. I just like the lefties better. You know?
I forgot Healy. Healy came back. He's a little on fire.
Yeah, he's kind of on fire. He had a double dong in his last game, something like that. I think so.
He gets 3 home runs. I'm a fan of Healy, but I'm not going to be playing him today. But I would be playing him alive.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Last game, we made it, man. We made it, bro. Last game. Tyson Ross of the San Diego Padres visiting Andrew Suarez, the lefty from the San Francisco Giants. That's the Freaks team. Total here is 7.5, and the Giants are at minus 135 home favorite. What you got?
Oh, man. Tyson Ross, man. This dude is balling. I'll be playing Tyson Ross today. Let me see. What is his price? Did his price came up a lot, or is he still really cheap? Where are you at, Tyson Ross? 7.2. I like Tyson Ross. I'll be pitching Tyson Ross today. He's looked really good, like really good. Da, 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 da. 54, 47, 26. Let me go back to my batters here. Yeah, I like Tyson Ross. I'm not going to be playing none of these guys. Belt would probably be my only dude if I was going to play any San Francisco, but probably not. Villanueva's ISO just keeps rising. Like, it's not going down, it's going up. Dude now has a 700 ISO against lefties. Like, I was expecting some regression. It just keeps going up. It's not a lot of bats, but that doesn't matter. All you gotta do is just watch him. Just watch him. Oh my God. The guy has a 700 ISO against lefties. I think I could get behind that. I'll probably be fading it though because of this huge ballpark. But this guy. How many innings has this guy pitched? Where is he at?
Who, Ross?
There he is. No, Suarez.
Oh, I think he only pitched like a little bit this year. 5 innings, something like that. He's not. I
mean, I have to look into. Yeah, I have to look into him, but he does have an ISO of 466 to righties. Like, that's pretty freaking high. Yeah. But I mean, it's such a short sample. Like, you can't really go off that. You just got to dig into it. But I don't know, man. Probably the only bat is Villanueva. That's the only one I could trust hitting it out of this ballpark.
Yeah.
Being that Renfroe's not here, damn shame.
Yeah. Well, I got more bad news for you. Renfroe is gone, and Austin Hedges, I'm pretty sure, got hurt today. He left the game, so he might not play tomorrow either. And if that's the case,
he's a walking strikeout. That's what that guy is.
Oh, Hedges?
Yes.
He is a walking strikeout, but he does have big power to lefties. Like he's another one of them dudes that can hit it, you know. So my point is, if you take Hedges out, you're left with literally only Villanueva. as like a big power option, somebody who can actually hit the ball out of this Giants park. So I think both pitchers are in consideration here. I do. Suarez is more of a price thing. It's 5.4. The Padres are, even against lefties, they do strike out, so they're gonna strike out some. So like even today, right? Like what was that other kid that went today? For the Padres, it was for the Padres pitcher. Lauer, the dude Lauer.
Oh yeah.
Like he gave up like 3 runs, but he had 7 Ks. So at his price, which was like in the low 5s, he was fine. He got you like 13 points. Like he did all right.
San Francisco sucks.
Yes, they do. So I think both pitchers are viable here. Tyson Ross because he's been red hot, and San Francisco sucks, and Andrew Suarez because he's so cheap. It's like you could take a chance on him. All right. At this point, I'm going to remind everybody, if you haven't already checked us out at wisec.com, I do not know what you are waiting for. Come rock with us. We are a DFS community designed to help get you better. We do, during the week when there's no early slates, we do these free new little classes where we have a chat and our members get to participate and we go over different things. We go over cash game builds, GPP builds. We go over like different strategies, and we're going to do some lineup reviews, trying to learn and have everybody get better. It's an awesome thing. It's all part of your MLB subscription. You get CashinDFS's GPP article, Cam's writing articles for GPPs. We got a great talented staff, man. Cash game articles, cheat sheets. We got awesome stuff. And of course, we do a live stream after we've done our research, 7 days a week, an hour and a half before lock. So you get more of this, except instead of a first look, you're getting an in-depth dive in. We also have projections, which are on fire. The projections bailed me out today. Got me what I needed in the tournaments after I ran it through an optimizer. So we do have projections. You can download them, upload them into any optimizer that you want to use. RotoGrinders has a free one. If you don't want to pay, you can use theirs. Just come check us out. It's hard for me to even describe. The chat is on fire. We got a phenomenal chat. These guys are hungry, ready to learn, looking to improve their game every day. Come rock with us. Day pass is $2.50. Come see what we're all about. $2.50 gets you access to everything we got for MLB for a full day. Come see what we got. Check it out for yourself. No excuses. Don't be an asshole. Come check it out. You'll regret not doing it. Anyway, let's do some top threes, Cash. We're going to do top 3 pitches, top 3 stacks, and then we'll do some dong watch. Who's your top 3 pitches?
Man, just with a quick glance up at the numbers, like Sale and Scherzer's matchup are like almost identical.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like every number I'm looking at is like almost identical.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of them is going to be my top guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the price? 12.7, 12.4. Damn, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. I will say. Damn. It's so close. I'm gonna say Sale, but I want to say Max. It's 1A, 1B, really close. It's like little tiny C hair.
Mm-hmm.
I love both of them. And then my second is Newcomb with a bullet, and then my third is Tyson freaking Ross. He's gonna go. He's gonna get somewhere near 10 Ks against these sorry asses.
I'm somewhere similar to you, man. I'm very, very close on Scherzer and Sale as well. And like honestly, man, like I know people aren't gonna like me for this one, but Kershaw is kind of creeping in my head, man. He really is. He's really creeping in my head. But for a second and third option, I can tell you that I do really like Newcomb. I love Newcomb. And then my third option is actually gonna be this Nick Trapiano kid, man. Super cheap matchup at home against the Orioles. Top 3 stacks. Who you like?
Milwaukee Brewers, Oakland Athletics, and LA Angels, which is dumb as hell. Anaheim Angels. They're not in LA.
That's true. This is true. This is all truisms. True stories. True stories he's speaking. I'm gonna go with the Angels. I'll go with the Angels. I'll go with the Cardinals. And then I will go with Cash's Red Sox, man. I know they don't normally support Sale, but that total's got to be high for a reason. I don't think Sale's going to get bombed, so. All right. Don't watch one at a time. Infielder, outfielder, utility. Who's hitting the home run tomorrow, Cash?
Sort this thing out here. I need to get a little. Manny Machado.
Manny Machado. I'm gonna go a little more obvious just because I don't feel like thinking all that hard, and I'm gonna say Mike Trout.
Bryce Harper.
There you go. I like that. You just Bryce Harper my ass, did you? I will go with. All right, looking at it this way is not going to work. I got to look at it this way. I'll go with Ryan Braun. He owes me a little something. Ryan Braun owes me. He did okay, but he didn't hit a home run. He kind of owes me. So that's 2 outfielders for me. So I got to pick an infielder next. Who you got? I think you can pick either or.
I will say. No, I don't want to pick him. I will say Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman. All right. I'll go with damn. There's just so many good pitchers. There's not a ton of great bats. I guess I'll have to go to this Cubs game here and try to find one a little off the board. Nah, I guess not even off the board. I was about to say Schwarber, but I was like, no. That's exactly the guy that I was just gonna say. I mean, that's all there is, right? Like, look at the game. Like, who?
I mean, he would be my favorite to hit a home run in the game.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And he's like batting 6. So assuming he's batting at 6, like maybe that lowers his ownership. I don't know. I'll go with Schwarber. I do. Well, I gotta pick an infielder. I can't even pick Schwarber. I'll go with Rizzo then. Screw it. I forgot. I already picked all outfielders. I couldn't pick Schwarber anyway. All right, that's going to do it for the Why Sake DFS podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Really means a lot to us. Trying to grow, trying to do big things. We can use your guys' support. Keep us doing these free shows. If you are watching on Facebook, please like and share to support the Why Sake Nation. If you are watching on Twitter, please give us a retweet, give us a like, tell your friends about it. Same thing with Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, tell your friends about it. Let's go. It's a movement. Let's keep the movement going. Let's do what we do. If you're listening on Facebook or iTunes, if you're listening on Podbean or iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Bump us up those charts. Again, man, all these things really help us out. Don't be an asshole. Don't be that guy who appreciates us doing this free show for you guys, but then you don't want to show no love back. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. That guy is not productive, and you want to be productive, right? Productive. So, for CashinDFS, for myself, the entire Why Sake Nation, as always, good luck.